Hello. So, day 8, it's the 25th of July. I have missed a few days. I'm going to sort of talk about. This is going to be a bit of like a longer one, much more like yapping, I guess, than usual because I know like the last few have been like much shorter. But yeah, so today's the 25th of July, so I have missed 3 days. Um, I want to talk a bit about like letting go of stuff. Something I've always done like forever is that if I don't do something, I'll like let it beat me up. So say for example, like if I don't post or like doing this for example, if I haven't done like my like, daily diary, then I'm like, I need to do my daily diary. I need to do my daily diary. I need to do my daily diary. But like, and then I'll sort of like sit with it, and then I'm like disappointed with myself, like, and it's like I need to do it, 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 and then like it just still doesn't get done, and I'm still like it needs to do it, it needs to do it, it needs to do it, and then I've spent like a day like stressing because I haven't done it, and then the next day I'm like, oh well, I didn't do it yesterday, so like I've lost a day. I spent all yesterday stressing, for example, and then I'm now stressing because I've wasted a day stressing about something, and then I don't know if that makes sense, but so yeah, so what I've been like trying to do is like just sort of like letting go, like just taking it in, like feeling it all, like how it makes me feel, and then just like letting go of it. Still, also like holding myself like accountable, but just not letting my emotions sort of like get the better of me, like or like letting my emotions like control me. Something I've been like definitely over like this last year is definitely like much more like reactionary, like to my emotions, like, um, and that's definitely like part of the reason why I'm stuck because I just keep stressing about doing something. I need to do something. I get all emotional about it, not like crying or anything, but just like stressed, pissed off, like talking about it, like anxious. I need to do it. 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 And I'm almost like putting it on like a pedestal, and it just doesn't get done. Um, so yeah, so that's definitely something I've been like practicing. Of something I'm still obviously working on. Another thing I want to talk about is like sort of like the things I say and do like becoming like my reality. So I remember like over a year ago when I first came to Bali, I remember saying like I want to live in Bali, I want to be in Bali, and I just did it. I came back to Bali and I've been living in Bali for like over a year. I said it, I wanted to do it, and I did it basically. But then like things started to like go wrong, but I think those things started to go wrong because I was like in the back of my head I was like, oh well, I've only got these sources of like income, for example, so like I can't worry about this going wrong, I can't worry about this going wrong. And then guess what, those things went wrong. I remember like my laptop, so I was like, oh well, like everything's good as long as like my laptop doesn't like blow up on me, do you know what I mean, like as long as that doesn't happen it's fine. And then guess what, my laptop blew up on me. I was like, oh well, I've still got like my biggest creator at the time, so as long as like she doesn't leave, like I'll be fine. Like, and then but then like stressing, like oh she's gonna leave, she's gonna leave, she's gonna leave. Guess what? She messages me, she wants to leave. Um, and then a case of like being like, oh well, now I'm stressing about being broke. So like trying to be like really not stingy with my money, but just being like, oh, I don't want to be broke. Like, oh, I'm panicking. Oh, like I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. Oh, I've got no money. I've got no money. Even though like I did, but obviously not like a substantial amount. But I still have money. But I was just like, oh, like I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna be broke. Like I need money. I need money. I need money. And then guess what? I became broke. Accounts banned as well. I was like, oh, everything will be fine as long as accounts don't get banned. But then I'm like every day, like, what if the account gets banned? What if the account gets banned? What if the account gets banned? Oh, something's flagged. Oh, what if it gets banned? What if it gets banned? I remember I used to wake up every morning being like, I hope to God the account's not banned. And guess what? I woke up one morning and the account was banned. Like it's not a like coincidence. It's like a reflection. It's just basically I'm reaping what I sow. Like I am saying that I don't want these things, but because it's all I ever like think about, it's all I ever talk about, and it's all I ever worry about. It's what I get back. It's what like I guess like the universe almost thinks that I want. So obviously with like this in mind, I'm just gonna change my focus, obviously a belief in like my obsessions, but not so much like the positive ones, more of like the things that like I get sort of like upset over, or like I dwell over, or things that like I sit on, which is obviously like why I'm trying to like detach from stuff and not letting like the emotions get the better of me, because if I'm not sitting on things, I'm not dwelling on things, it hasn't got time to manifest. I can just let go of it and it's gone. Another thing is obviously, I mean, this all ties with the like the other stuff for like sitting on stuff, feeling like the emotions, and then like the motivation. So like what would happen is I'd be like burnt out, I'd crash, I'd be like, oh, like not feeling sorry for myself, but just feeling like very like, and then I would obviously crash, and then I'd just be like, I've made up my ass, like blah blah blah, blah victim mindset, crying about it, whatever. And then I would panic because like nothing's been done, because I've been like I've had made up my ass and I've been like depressed, sad, whatever. And then I would get like this like short term like motivation, like, oh, it's fine, I could just do this, this, and this, and then boom, everything will be good again. And then I will do this, this, and this, and then boom, everything's not good again. So then it's almost like another crash, and it's not like a case of like me expecting everything to be fixed overnight. Like I know that's just not realistic. But I think it's almost like a case of like me thinking like it's manifested. It's like all this like negative energy, I guess we can call it, as like manifested, and then instead of me like letting go of it, I've almost like put like a plaster over it, and then like I've got all this like motivation, and then when I crash again, like it's almost like the motivation that I had becomes more like negative energy, if that makes sense. I don't know like how to describe it, but it's almost like that's gonna be a strange analogy, but almost like a supernova, I guess. I don't know, like the star like expanding, 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 then it sort of like implodes on itself, which I guess would be the like the motivation, and then after it like comes in on itself, it explodes again, and then everything's just like shit again. So yeah, I don't know if I've like explained it all, but that's definitely like how I sort of see it, is like I sit on this negativity and I don't let go of it. I just like bury it, and then I try to pile all this like positivity and like motivation on top of it, and then like when stuff doesn't like just boom, which obviously I know it's not going to boom. Like, I can't stress that. I know it's not going to like boom straight away, but I think like my subconscious is sort of like just expecting like instant results or something. I'm not too sure, but then it almost like erupts like a volcano with like all this like negativity, and then it just like, yeah, like a volcano is a good thing, because then it just like clouds my judgment, and then I'm just in this like fucking like thing of like, how do I explain it? Like, yeah, like it just clouds my judgment. Like I can't think straight, I can't focus, like my head's all over the place. I can't see. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So basically, like that is that. Like that cycle obviously just makes everything like so much fucking harder, because it just like it's just like a spiral. Do you know what I mean? Like get some do something, crash, like burnout or whatever, panic, stress because of the burnout. Get some like motivation, and then doesn't quite work, so then crash, burnout, motivation, yada yada. So it's just like a vicious circle. So what I'm focusing on as well is obviously like letting go of stuff, but also being more focused on like discipline instead of like motivation. And this is one thing that I do quite like about the gym, because like the things about like the gym is, if you go to the gym every single day and you lift weights, it doesn't matter if you do it optimally. It doesn't matter if you like do it like perfectly. And this is like another thing I used to be weird about when I used to go to the gym, is like I'd be like, oh, like I need to like go down like 3 seconds, or like up 1 second, like really work against gravity and like really think. But like it doesn't matter. I just need to like show up, do the workout, push myself, and then like just eat right. And then if you just do that for the gym, like you will build muscle, your body will change, and you will get results. And that's obviously shouldn't be the same with like with this. Like I just need to do what I need to do it consistently, and just stay disciplined. Like, I just can't let my fucking I just can't let my emotions get in the way. So yeah. Another thing, ego. So ego is something I say I always felt like I didn't really have an ego. I'm like, oh, I'm broke, I've got no money, so like, how can I have an ego? But I have got an ego. Like I said before, obviously about like the Reddit thing. Before when I was like taught Reddit, and like I just didn't believe that I knew everything, and I want to know more. Well, that's what I thought, but like it was definitely like an ego thing, almost like trying to get like ahead. But yeah, so I definitely do have an ego. So like a part of it is feeling like I'm doing absolutely everything, but I'm actually doing nothing because, like I said this before, but like just stretched too thin. Struggling with like giving up control. Is it ego, even fear or pride? But I think it's definitely a case of like ego being like, oh well, no one can do it as good as me, but of course people can do it as good as me because like people are doing it as good as me. But also like I guess the fear aspect of like if I outsource it to someone and they don't do it well, then I need to do it anyway, so it's just going to waste my time. So what I'm working on with regards to ego is Creative B. Is like local here with me, and Creative B I'm going to teach how to edit content. Creative B is basically going to be doing like I'll be still sending out the content ideas, but she's going to be editing, she's going to be posting, and then she's also going to be editing and posting for Creator A too. So that's obviously going to help me with like that side of things, and obviously staying consistent. And like it's going to free up a bit of time for me, and I can actually like work on I guess managing people and obviously that aspect of stuff instead of being like so like caught up in working on the business. So yeah, so that'll definitely be a positive. And obviously like being stretched too thin, like it's not noble. Like I'm not going to get some fucking medal for being like is Will for doing everything himself the most inconvenient way possible. Like no one gives a fuck about the process. People only care about the results. Like if I said to a client, oh like here's what I'm doing for you, I'm doing this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and this, well she's gonna be like, well great, I'm glad, but why am I not making money? All she's gonna care about is just seeing the money go up, increase in subs, increase the traffic, and just more money for her, like every week. She's not gonna care about all these little like things. And again, like I said, I think it's definitely like an ego thing. So that's definitely something I'm working on. In good news, account is green again for Creator A. Views are picking up, but I'm not getting too excited about it. Trial Reels is performing quite well. It is old content that did perform well. I've been like testing some stuff for like Trial Reels, so like some of the content used to work for me quite well before, and like content that's gone viral for me before. I mean, it was like over a year ago, but content changes like all the time, right? So I just like how to like change it up a bit, and obviously like I've noticed like on-screen captions and stuff sort of like doing really well recently. So what I've been doing is just putting like on-screen captions over old performing content, and that seems to be doing okay. Still not where it was, but look, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I'm not getting too excited about it. Not letting like the emotions or anything like get the better of me. We're just going to stay disciplined, stay consistent. Well, obviously realizing that another issue for my Wi-Fi is the issue for the account is my phone automatically connects into the Wi-Fi. So I've obviously been connected with mobile data. I've removed the Wi-Fi from my phone. Deleted the VPN as well because I've just turned the VPN on sometimes without even thinking, like just autopilot. So deleted the VPN, forgot the Wi-Fi. So that's obviously a step positive. And yeah, no more letting victim mindset creep in. Even like say like just dwelling on stuff, it's like a victim mindset. It's just putting myself in a shit situation and I'm sitting on it and I'm manifesting it and I'm making it my reality. I'm not here to like complain at the end of the day. Like I am here to fix my situation, and manifesting like all the shit is just gonna make more shit basically. So yeah, another thing I do want to touch about. This is probably maybe a bit like not EBGB. I don't know what the word is, but as my dad would say, like I know that he'd say that it's ridiculous, but like I do believe in like higher power. I'm not like religious, so to speak. Like I'm not like Christian or anything like that. But I do believe that there is like a God, but I don't believe that there's like a God in the same way that like religions do. The way I sort of believe is I believe there's like like a universal power. Maybe it's like a spiritual thing. I'm not too sure, but I definitely believe like your thoughts create reality, and like I've seen it obviously like with everything that I spoke about earlier, and even something strange that happened the other day, which I mean this isn't gonna make sense to anyone that isn't here, but there's in the UK we have like obviously ice cream vans and like they go down the street and like play the music, sell ice cream. Like here they have like I guess like street food vendors, and there's this guy like comes down on his bike and he sells something called what's it called? Sorry, Clapan, 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 Clapan. So he sells something called Clapan. It's like this weird like green thing with like sugar inside and it's covered in coconut. And I was thinking to myself like I'd not heard him. I'd spent like a week complaining about him, always like waking me up. Like his theme tune was like Clapan, Clapan, da 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 da, and I'd hear that non-stop for about 30 minutes every morning. It would always wake me up, and I complained about it like, oh, like fed up about hearing this guy every morning, like always like waking me up. And then he disappeared for like a week, and I was like, that's really weird. Like I've not seen or heard the Clapan guy. And then, no fucking joke, 10 minutes later, who do I fucking hear? The fucking Clapan guy. So I went down and bought some, and it's fucking banging. It's really good. So yeah, like that is like, I guess like my belief almost like creating like a reality. Like that was very weird for me, very very weird for me. But also like very very surreal. And obviously I went down and bought some, so I was like saw it as like a sign. See, like I say, I don't believe like in the thing of like there being like a god, but I do definitely believe in like a higher power. I believe in God, but I don't believe like religiously. More like I say like spiritually. I definitely believe like there is like a higher power. Also like the whole like heaven and hell argument. I mean, it's going off on a weird tangent, so I do apologize, but I believe like that's sort of like your reality. Like I think if you show up every day and like show like God or like the higher power that like you're willing to put in the work, do what's needed, and almost be like not like a good person, but being like true to yourself, then you'll be rewarded with like heaven, which is like whatever you want it to be, whether it's like success, like freedom, or like whatever. But if you say all these things and don't do these things, or like your actions don't like match your thoughts, or like you're not 100% in it, then I believe you're punished with like a hell. And this almost feels like this would be like my hell. Like I'm in this shit situation with people that I care about, and like it's like it's like a torture, because it like I said, like where I was, it felt like everything was like against me. There was nothing I could do, and there's like it was internal, like there was just nothing I could do. But obviously that through like mindset changes and like talking to some people, obviously that you know who you are, like I've definitely been trying to like reframe, like change like my mindset, and actually making sure that my actions match what I'm saying, and also like my mindset match what I'm saying. Because like energy, I like I say, this is a bit of a tangent, so I do apologize, but like, energy is everything. I do actually believe that energy is everything. Obviously that energy is also like contagious, so like if I'm fucking like got this like rain cloud over my head, I'm gonna like spread that with other people, and it's also gonna like transfer to like my work, to I say business, but to the business, like to everything that I do, and everything that I do is just gonna be shit great. And yeah, so yeah, obviously I'm done putting stuff on a pedestal, I'm done putting views on a pedestal, I'm done putting numbers on a pedestal, I'm done putting numbers on money on a pedestal, I'm done putting people on a pedestal, and I'm done putting my emotions I guess on a pedestal. I don't know if that's the right way, but the only way I lose in the day is obviously if I don't show up. Like the whole point of these diaries is it's not for views, it's for me. It's for me to look back on, and I wanna almost like look back and see where things change for me. Like I wanna look back and be like, this date is the date where everything changed for me, and then I'll be like, because of this, that, and that. Regarding the daily diaries as well, obviously like the past few ones have been quite short. I definitely do want to keep them like longer and almost like talking more about my mindset and stuff. instead of like just what I'm doing. So yeah, like I say, like even if no one watches, like these videos are not made for anyone but me. So I don't care if no one's watching. Like these are just sort of like timestamps of growth. But I suppose on the other hand, like these things aren't they're not hard for me to do. So obviously like, the fact that I've missed 3 days of this, just goes to show that if I can neglect 3 days of this, when this is probably the easiest thing for me to do in my day, then what else am I neglecting 3 days of, or like longer of, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So I'll see you tomorrow.